everyone, welcome along for our latest version of Meet the Team. And today I am so excited to be joined by Pritika, who is our quality officer. Pritika has been with us for a while and she started as a bookkeeper coming in after a while to the quality role. So there's some good stories there for you all to learn and get to know her a little bit better. Thanks for joining me, Pritika.
You're welcome, Irene.
Yeah,
Glad to
not
be
like
part
you had
of
a choice.
There you go.
Yeah. So we've started off. We've broken the ice now. Pritika, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so now I'm Pritika and I'm hailing from the beautiful Fiji Islands. And I have joined Admin Army in 2022. And education-wise, I have a degree in accounting and management. And I have previously worked in few accounting firms. And personally, I'm a very quiet person. I am very, very, very secretive. I hardly share my feelings with anyone, but I'm eager to know about you. And I always keep it to myself. I don't go around telling people here and there. And often I'm misunderstood. So that's all right. And tone of my voice is the major factor because people think I'm fighting when I'm actually talking like in a nice manner. So my tone itself is a problem, which I cannot fix it. I'm sorry about.
Actually, I've never felt like that with you. I just think you're a delight. So you're obviously nailing it in terms of how you interact with me.
Yeah, so yeah, often the tone is my biggest issue. It's like people say, I think when I'm actually talking, like, oh, sometimes how do you be nicer? How do you expect me like to be more nicer? Like, should I change my tone and put Google something inside me and then talk, and then it will be sweet?
No.
Like I do less sweet talks because of my tone. So
Yeah.
it's an overall issue.
Just be you. Just be you.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
you the way you are. Pratika, moving on, before we go too off track, how did you end up working at Edmund
Mhm.
Army?
Okay, so I was working for some other accounting firm with one of my current colleagues, Anit. So he joined Admin Army and then there was a vacancy and then he told me that there is a vacancy and then I applied here and then I was interviewed and then I was brought in as a bookkeeper.
Hmm.
And at first I found job like it was not boring, I would say. I would say it was slow. And then slowly it picked up. And then it was like, oh my God, there's so much work to be done. And like, how I'm going to cope it up? And then, like, but then I realized that keeping myself busy and fully occupied was one of my things. Yeah.
Yeah. We were just nice to you in those early days and didn't put too much
Yeah,
pressure on.
yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. Until I got Wednesday.
Yeah, once we trusted that you knew what you were doing, it was on. Just a side note for those of you watching at home, that does not mean that Edmund Army overworks its staff.
No, it does not.
No, no. And Pratika's not just saying that because she has to. Pratika, obviously you started in the bookkeeping team, now you're in the quality team, and we absolutely love you for it. So what does a normal day in the life of Pratika, the quality officer, look like?
Okay. So early morning, I have a habit of like waking up, going through my phones, and I don't have Outlook in my phone, but I have the Teams. And every morning when I wake up, like as soon as I open my eyes, check my phone, the first thing I go into Teams just to see all the channels where I'm tagged. And then some of the notifications, they boil my blood. Some of them, they make me happy. And
Much like me, to be honest.
yeah, so basically my mood starts really early in the morning when I wake up. And it depends on like, and then after that, I'm so frustrated at home if the notifications are not so good. And then as soon as I start work, I start digging. That's my work. So I have a spade, I own a fork, and then a sharp knife. I don't usually use the knife, but fork and the spade, I use it. And I
It's so
think,
scary. I love that though.
yes, because I have to do some digging, so I need those two tools with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I dig and I dig and I dig, and then I ask a lot of questions to my leader.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, she is like, she has no other choice but to answer my stupid questions. Not stupid, sorry, but my small queries, which I could like easily get it if I work some extra bits. So, but sometimes I learn that by asking sometimes it saves me time. So yeah, I tend to ask rather than
You're
not.
gonna be in
Yeah.
so much trouble after this, Pratika.
I know. Sometimes, but yeah, not all the time. But sometimes, yeah, I tend to ask her something and she will be like, oh my God, here she comes again.
But I love that spoon, fork, and knife analogy. And I would say the reason you don't use the knife is because you hand that over to Hayley as the quality lead or me as the CEO when it's needed to be wielded,
I
right?
I transfer the ownership of the knife.
You've only got your learner's license with the knife, mate.
Yes.
Um, anyway, tell me a bit about the quality team. And I know it's a small team, but it is the beating heart of Admin Army because quality is such an important part of everything that we do.
Yes. So in our quality team, it's just 3 members. It's myself, Haley, the leader, and not forgetting Penny.
Oh, Penny, tell me more about Penny.
She doesn't want to know, but oh my God, Irene, you don't want to know about Haley. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'll tell Haley about this. Okay, so Penny, our dearest, the most loving person in quality.
Mm.
uh, I refer to them her as a person. So often she'll come around showing her tail first, and then the butt, and then she'll turn around, and then Haley will sometimes will pick her up and be like, "Here you go." But Haley doesn't like her. I don't know why. She's always annoyed with her.
There's something so wrong, eh? Like, so for those of you playing at home, yes, Penny is Haley, our quality lead's cat, and Haley has a love-hate relationship with Penny. Yet Irene and Pratika have a love-love relationship with Penny. So it is a constant source of mirth in our conversations about how amazing Penny is. And I think really she is the heart and soul of the quality team.
Yes, I think why Haley is frustrated with Penny is because Penny is always checking her work. Like
Yeah.
she is ensuring if Haley is working.
Yeah, exactly. Penny, like
Yeah.
Haley is just Penny's supervisor. No, the other way around. Penny is Haley's supervisor. Of course, I get that wrong. Jeepers. But tell me a bit about Haley Pratika.
Haley. So I think she's not that talkative, not a people person. She is not a people person, but when you get to talk to her, she talks a lot. And she's a very nice and kind-hearted lady. Because sometimes, I'm like asking a lot of repeated questions and crazy ones, but she never says like any harsh or hard words which would like hurt my feelings, but instead she would explain me. So that explains how she is. And she's a very simple person. I have never, like when she visited Fiji, I never saw her like in the most fashionable manner. She is a very simple person and a very kind-hearted person.
Yeah, yeah. How much did she pay you to say nice things?
No, she did not. Don't be jealous, Irene. After this call,
I'm not
I'll
jealous.
praise you.
Like, I know that if I went and I have Rhea on one of these, I'll be like, tell me about your team. She's like, well, my team is Irene, the CEO, and she's just the best. So that's why we don't do Rhea as a meet the team. Equally, I could tell lots of stories about Haley, but I'm going to keep them all to myself. But what I will say is, you are absolutely right, Pratika. Like, if you've got a question and you want to really understand the reasoning behind something, Haley is so good at kind of, the same as yourself, digging in with that spoon and the fork, but
Mhm.
also explaining what she finds and how she got to those
Yes.
outcomes. And so I think there's a lot to be said for the training that Haley has been able to kind of share with our bookkeeping team around quality, but also with some of our other teams. Like I know she's worked with the VA team around meeting minutes and things like that, which are just, super important to get right. But having someone with such an eye for detail is a big part of that.
Yeah. And the second best part about her, she loves coffee as well,
Yeah,
as
that's all
much as
right.
I
I
do.
guess she's okay. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't I don't want to say too many nice things.
And she hates coriander.
Yeah. Yeah. Pratika, what do you like about being part of the Edmund Army team?
I think the best part is the culture. Like ever since I have joined this company, I have really admired the culture. It has like how welcoming the members are when you join Admin Army and how well they treat you. Like you will never feel that you are a new joiner. they always like be like mingly with you, and they won't make you feel lonely.
Yeah,
So if you are seriously doing your work, I think it's very hard. Like there's
absolutely. Like
somebody there to
from day
make.
one, you're part of the team. You're accepted. You're one of us.
Yes, yes. It's
Yeah,
not that I'm not saying they're disturbing, but in a manner, like sometimes if you are having a bad day, there is someone who is going to enlighten your day.
absolutely. Normally,
Yes,
it's me just popping by with like a gif of Clippy the clip art guy or something crazy.
out of the blue.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Out of the blue when you're least expecting it, but often when you need it the most. So Pratika, that leads us to the $1 million question. In my head, I have a fake drum roll going on. But if you could travel anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would you go and why?
Singapore.
Okay, Singapore. Okay, I was not expecting that. I'm excited to learn why.
Because I heard about these two places like Marina Bay Sands and the Singapore Zoo.
Hmm.
So and it's a very clean country, and that's why I want to visit
Yeah,
those
yeah.
places. And the Botanic Garden. I heard a lot about Singapore, and it's clean, and yeah, I want to go there.
Yeah, I think everything you've heard's true. Like I've only spent one night ever, so kind of a 24-hour layover in Singapore on my way to India, and we did a bit of a wander around the city, and it truly is a beautiful city in ways that just other places cannot compete with at all. So I get it. It's a good choice.
Yeah,
Um,
I want to go. So I'm just
yeah,
waiting for my kid to be around like few years, and then
yeah.
I can take him with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Pratika, thank you so much for jumping on this Meet the Team today. And more importantly, thank you for everything you do for Ebonami and our clients every day. You are a hugely valued member of the team, and I know I've forced you under great duress to be here today and share with everyone. So thanks for putting up with me and putting up with Haley. Because,
No, it's the other way around.
oh,
I think,
okay, good,
yeah.
good. Okay, cool.
Thank you. Thank you so
No
much.
worries.